Hi, Allison. Thank you for meeting with me today.
Hi, Sam. No problem.
How are you?
Oh, I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. So, I would just like to go ahead and get started and tell you about what I, on behalf of the Dillon Panthers, have to offer you. I would like to introduce you to what we call our elastic tickets. We call them our elastic tickets because they're flexible in that we are able to shape and mold our tickets to your specific needs and help increase your sales for your business. I'd like to start out by asking you, how many local salespeople do you have?
I currently have 5 salespeople here.
Okay, great. And how many accounts do each of your reps typically oversee?
Right now I believe each rep has around 10 to 15 accounts.
All right, that's good. And what size is an important account for you and your business?
I would have to say somewhere around $25,000.
Okay, that's really good. And how important is new business to you and all of your salespeople?
New business is extremely important. It's what keeps us going.
Makes sense. And since it is so important to you, do you have like a strict plan designated to get new business every month?
Well, yeah, we do have a plan, but when everyone starts to get busy, it makes it really difficult. I would have to say it's more like we have ideas to get new business since we don't really stick to the plan.
No worries, I totally understand. It can be extremely difficult to get your salespeople to really focus on new business in the midst of everything else they have going on. But by using our elastic tickets, you can get your reps to focus on that new business, and also you get to keep track of it. The first step is to have each salesperson identify in writing to you which new prospects are key to them. Do you think they'd be able to do that?
Yeah, I definitely think so. It seems pretty simple.
And most of my clients have told me that the key to building new business from new prospects is for the salesperson to really focus on and develop that good relationship with them, usually through constant contact. And a great way to do this is with out-of-office activities. The most common way businesses go about this is with things like golf or lunch. Allison, do you golf?
No, I've never been a great golfer.
And exactly, that is my point. And not everyone golfs, and most certainly not everyone enjoys it. And then when it comes to lunch, well, lunches are easily forgettable. And let's be honest, when's the last time you had a memorable lunch?
Yeah, good point. I truthfully could not tell you. One lunch just really doesn't stand out.
Same here. But by using our elastic tickets, you'll be sure to create a new business opportunity by creating those unforgettable experiences and building real relationships with your prospective new clients. And here's how you're going to do it. So going back to before, your sales reps have already identified their new prospects. Now they just need to call a prospect they have been working with for a while and simply say, hey, there's a Panthers game going on next week, and I have seats in the president's box. This is more than just giving away tickets. It is inviting the prospect to the game and opening that chance to build a great relationship and do that out-of-office bonding that's so important. Now, let me ask you something. How effective do you think a couple of hours at a Panthers game would be in building a relationship with the client?
I would assume it'd be really effective, having the time to converse outside the office on a personal level, but I don't know how it'll help my business.
I understand what you're saying, and other companies thought that too. A lot like you, Ben Black, the CEO of Kimball, had a hard time attracting new businesses, but by investing in a couple of Panthers games this year alone, he was able to increase his sales by 15%.
No way, really?
Honestly. But it could be even more effective if you or someone else in a position with power could make it to a game with a few prospects. Do you think you would have the time and could make it out to a few games a couple times a year for, the right account?
Absolutely. I don't see why not. I'm willing to do anything for new business.
Now, do you think members of your sales team would be willing to spend one evening a month at a Panthers game?
I would really hope so.
Great. Well, our season is about 5 months long, so each one of your salespeople would have to go to 5 games with 5 new prospects. So, Allison, out of those 5 prospects, how many do you think you could get to become customers?
I mean, all would be really great, but let's just go for 3.
Okay, 3 would be fantastic, but let's start with just the absolute bare minimum. Let's say each person converts 1 prospect to a customer over the season. That would be $25,000 per rep, and you said you had 5, which would result in an additional $125,000 in new business. Do you see how I got that number?
Yeah.
And one prospect is rather conservative. Let's say each rep was able to get 3 new customers. That would be 15 new customers, bringing in a total of $375,000 in new business.
Wow, that would be absolutely fantastic.
Right? Now, it is also important to continue the relationships with your current clients. So, do you think it would be too much to ask your reps to spend one additional night a month with one of your clients?
No, I don't think that'd be a problem.
Well, that's great to hear because with your sales reps each going out with one new and one current client, you would need about 10 games a month and 50 games a season. You see how I got that, right?
Yeah, I'm following. It makes sense.
So now it's just finding the ticket package that works best for you and your business. Going off of what you told me earlier, I would definitely recommend the full season tickets, 4 of them, with seating at our club level. Our club level is the best for our corporate partners. They definitely enjoy sitting there. These seats give you the full VIP treatment with separate parking and even a private entrance. Not to mention the benefits of food and drinks being delivered right to your seat at absolutely no cost. The cost of all food and drinks are included in the cost of the tickets, as well as access to the bar and restaurant, which means your guests will never have to worry about paying for a thing. And like I said, all of that is in the cost of $15,000 for the tickets. So, Allison, after explaining all of this, I would be more than willing to get this order in for you today and reserve these great seats for you. Would you like the account in your name or your company's?
Oh, well, this is sounding amazing. $15,000 is a lot of money.
I can totally see where you're coming from. It does sound like a lot, but consider the fact that by spending $15,000, you stand to receive at minimum $125,000 in new business. And that is if each sales rep only converts one client to become a customer. Imagine if all of your reps performed at the level you originally predicted and converted 3 clients each. That would be $375,000 brought in for the cost of only $15,000. It would definitely maximize your return. So here is a testimonial from Ben Black, who I spoke of earlier, that had the exact same concerns and the same struggle of retaining new business. But he saw tremendous returns from his initial investment, which is very similar to yours. The returns were huge, as you can see.
This is very impressive. And I am sold on the idea, but why wouldn't I just go to StubHub and buy the tickets for cheap?
Yes, and I can see how StubHub could seem like a good idea for a situation like this, but to begin with, they can't guarantee where your seats are. It makes it difficult to plan in advance, and you don't really know how much you'll pay for the tickets. And not to mention, they cannot offer all the great benefits that our season ticket club seats have to offer. Would you really want to risk looking unorganized and not be able to present to your potential new clients the absolute best experience possible?
I see what you're talking about, but I need to talk it over with my sales team before I can commit.
Which I understand. When would you talk with your team?
Well, we have a meeting next Monday.
Okay. Well, Allison, as you said earlier, it wouldn't be too much for your sales reps to go to 1 game a month with a key prospect, and you see that the Panthers games are a great place to build and develop relationships and really connect with the clients with the potential of creating $125,000 of new business, correct?
Correct.
So then, respectfully, with the potential of that $125,000 in new revenue, why let the sales team vote on it if it's what's best for your company? I mean, it is one night spent with a potential customer with anywhere from $125,000 to $375,000 at stake.
Yeah, you're right. But I at least need to speak with my partner about it.
Fantastic. And when will you be able to meet with your partner?
Monday as well.
Okay, all right. And do you think they will be interested in this too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'd be interested in it.
Okay, so if you're interested and you think your partner will, here's what I can do for you. Since you want to do this and it's good for your business and your partner will most likely agree, I can sign you up today so you don't miss out on the good seats, and I can include an opt-out clause in the contract. I'll put the date for next Friday. That way you'll have until then to opt out if you feel it isn't right for you and your business, or if your partner happens to not agree. And if that is the case, I can cancel the order for you right away.
You know, it is a great offer, and it really only makes sense for the success of my business. I've thought about it, and I'll go ahead and make the deal with the tickets in my company's name.
Wow, that's great. Do you happen to have a company card on you to put on file for the account?
Yeah, I sure do. Here you go.
Thank you. Perfect. So what will happen now is I'll go ahead and run this, and then I'll send you a confirmation of the agreement and contract, and then, of course, a receipt of the transaction, and then a map of the stadium so you can actually pick out your preferred seats. How does that sound to you?
It sounds great.
Well, I really appreciate your business. If you have any questions, concerns, or anything, please feel free to contact me. And as a thank you and kind of a little preview, I'm going to give you these 2 tickets to Wednesday's game so you can see everything that you and your clients are going to get to enjoy.
Wow, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you soon.
I look forward to seeing you too, Sam. Thanks.